Alright, y'all, so this is how I'm starting, and I'm about to get into the video.
Subscribe to Faye Bay.
So basically, you're going to start with blow drying your hair and just making sure that it is detangled. Y'all, I know my hair looked blow dry, but I think I blow dried it maybe like 3 days before this, and I never got around to doing my hair. But I'm going to speed it up for y'all. And basically what this video is going to be showing you is how I did the style and how I added in hair. So first we're going to start by parting our hair. And I did FaceTime myself to see the back of my head. So the first thing you're going to do is just split your hair into 4 sections. And that's how you really do the parting for this style, because you only have to part the 2 sections in the front and then part the back the same way. So basically that's the style. So now I'm going and doing the part down the middle, and when I FaceTime myself, I just connect the back. So just go down from the line that I made in the front, and that's really all you have to do for the parting style. And I'm combing out my edges right now, and yeah. So after you finish parting the front section in half, you're just going to follow on your part all the way through to the back of your head. After you have each section parted correctly, you're going to go in with, I think I used I don't know what brand gel this is, but it'll be in the description. And it's the orange one that smells like oranges, if you know which one I'm talking about. But I put it on there, and I'm basically just molding my hair first. You can see that I'm combing it, just making sure that it's where I want the braid to be. So now I'm starting my braid, and in order to do the stitch method, I used the rat tail end of my comb to part off each part as I was grabbing, like feeding in here. But I didn't add hair in the beginning of this braid, because do you see all this hair I have on my head? But regardless of length of your hair, you could always use the method I use to add hair in the back. So basically, because I added in the back, you could still add it in the front the same way, is what I'm saying. And now I'm going in with my comb, just parting the stitches. And I am going to speed this up for you guys, but I didn't want to cut anything out, just so you guys can get all of the details and really soak up how to do it. I probably won't speed it up the whole way, but eventually, after I've done it a couple times, I will speed it up, and that goes for every step that I'm showing you. So now I'm still just stitching it. I really didn't care about stitches in the back. I honestly just wanted stitches in the front, and I didn't care about neatness. This hairstyle was just supposed to be a rushed hairstyle. This was just supposed to be a quick and easy style, something that you could do very easily from the comfort of your own home, like I did. So yeah, that's really why I'm bringing you guys this tutorial. I know I've probably dropped similar tutorials. Honestly, I might branch out into just making vlogs and also just regular everyday content, because honestly, I done showed y'all how to do a lot of styles that you could just split up. Like, you know how sometimes I got ponytails with the little braids in the back, that was not a good example. That was just off the top of my head. But basically, you could take all of my tutorials and mix and match them. You could do the cornrows in the front or the knotless in the back, and really, it's kind of like self-explanatory. But in the first half of each braid, I didn't really add hair. But if your hair is not as thick as mine, then I recommend adding hair. I just know my hair was just too thick to just add hair right here. And when you get to the middle of the braid, you're going to braid it a couple of times off the scalp. And then, you're going to pull out the other part of the braid because it did crisscross, and you're going to mold that part as well and then braid back. So as you can see, I braided that piece right there because it was in my way and I didn't want to grab that hair as I went back. But I am going to mold the back piece, and this is something you could do after you finish your braid just to give it that sleek look. So I'm just going combing it, and I'm just using the rat tail end to smooth any hair that I didn't grab. It's not really any hair that I didn't grab, but yeah, that's the full braid that I did. And now I'm doing it again. I'm just going to start the braid how I did the last time, and I'm going to use the comb for the stitches again. And I'm going to speed it up after I do it a couple times again for you guys. Some people do part the section down the middle to like separate each half of the braid, but I don't do that because I feel like it just overcomplicates it when you could just stitch it as I'm doing. And that's how I do my clients' hair as well. I don't part it down the middle. I used to when I first started off, but after you get the hang of it, you really don't need to do that. But I do have an old stitch tutorial on how I split it down the middle with another client from the past. Like, it's years old. It's probably the oldest video on my page. If you guys want to watch how to cornrow on somebody else's hair just to get a better hang of it. But that's where I did the method of the splitting it down the middle to secure the stitches. I get questions all the time about, do my arms get tired? And y'all, surprisingly, when I was doing this, my arms started hurting so bad. Like, oh my God, I had to take a break or something. Like, it was hurting. But y'all see the stitches. Don't play with your girl. And then in the back, I really didn't care about them, so that's why they're not really back there. But you see the braids, you see the stitches. I hope you guys get how to do the style. And same thing for this braid. I stopped in the middle and molded the back part just to like make sure the product doesn't dry up. I think when I combed and slicked the braid, it did like get rid of some of the stitches that I made in the front. But in the back, I didn't care about the stitches, and I really didn't care about how the braid looked. My arms are starting to hurt really bad. But y'all, you can really add hair when you get to the overlap before you get back on the scalp, or you can really add it wherever it's needed, like I said. But I'm about to show you guys how I added hair. So basically, you're going to take the hair, and you know how it's already folded in half. So you're going to add one half of the side and leave the other side out. And then when you come back to the side that you just added the hair on, you're going to grab the other half. And that way you're going to have 2 strands with extensions and 1 strand without it. And that way when you come back to the side where you have the strand where it doesn't have any extensions, you're going to do the same thing and add hair on the same side. I hope that makes sense to you guys, but I'm going to show you more than once how I added hair. So I added 1 strand of hair, and really the thickness just depends on how thick your hair is. So I think I actually didn't split this up because I have like a wig stand that I pull from now. I don't do the the braid rack anymore. I feel like it's very unnecessary and time consuming for no reason. So as you can see, I added on that side. When I came back, I pulled the other half in, and that's really how you add hair. And just make sure that you're maintaining the thickness of the braid with the extensions. I feel like that was the purpose for me adding the hair, and also to extend the length. And really just make sure you're keeping it natural. Don't try to add too thick of a piece, but too thin will also look bad as well. So just make sure you're doing like it so where it's just right. And I would say when I add pieces back to back, it kind of does make it harder. So I would say you can add a piece of hair in and then braid down a couple times, or it really just depends on where you're at in your head. This is the back of my head, so I had to keep adding them back to back. Y'all, my arms got tired. I know y'all see my face, but now I'm just continuing to braid down. And when you get off the scalp, you don't have to add it half by half. You just can add the whole piece at once. Now we about to get into the curlers. These curls actually didn't last, but I think it's because I didn't put any mousse on the ends before I wrapped them. I just wrapped them around, and really I left a lot out to make like a long curl. I don't know. I really didn't braid the whole braid all the way down. As you can see when you see the finished product, the curls did drop, but I believe it's because I did not use mousse, and I left a large portion of hair, braiding hair out. So what you're going to do, you're just going to wrap and twist all the way down, and then put the cap on and dip it in your hot water. And now I'm doing my edges. I use this curling iron to curl it, and I use the Got To Be in the black tube with the gray top, and I use that for my edges. I used to use the yellow one, but I hated how it left that little cast on my hair. But I'm also using the spray. That's what I did to hold the curl. And then after that, I'm going in with the Got To Be. And that's really how you complete the style. I'm dipping them now. Before y'all come for me, this kettle is only used for hair because I am a hairstylist. I do not eat out of this. I do not make tea out of this. None of that. But y'all, the curls came out perfect to me at first, but they just ended up dropping. And I believe it is because I did not use mousse. Look at that. Come on now. Don't play with it. But this is the final product. I'm out in Target with it. You see me. And I was taking videos at work and all. Like, I really look good. Don't play with me. And yeah, get into the suit. Get into the suit. I'm going to give me a little pantsuit, and I'm going to see what y'all think one day. Just one day. One day. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed the tutorial and learned something. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. You could say whatever you want to say. Say some bad stuff, please. I'm with it. I'm just playing though. But nah, please leave a like and a comment. And yeah, thank you for watching.